Yeah, Solid Hill TDS, what's up? Yeah, come on. I.O.W. Sports Network, late night edition. Let's go. Come on.
We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mark. We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mark. Hey. L Boogie with the hot flame, ashtray full of top names, little tree for your membrane. This the 9-hour time frame. I just snatched up a 6-pack, got my hands on a lid pack, whipping up a little batch of snacks. Yeah, man, I think I'm all set. Late night, can't sleep, go ahead and just tap in. Better grab you a cold one, and we about to get some laps in. Wild card on the microphone, he'll hit you with a couple flurries. Y'all need to just strap in for some entertainment sports commentary. We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mark. We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mark. Hey. Wild card mark. Wild card mark. I.O.W. Late night sports. Wild card mark. Wild card mark. I.O.W. Late night sports. Wild card mark. Wild card mark. I.O.W. Late night sports. Wild card mark. Wild card mark. I.O.W. Late night sports. Hey.
Give me a second, let me light up real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, welcome to the I.O.W. Sports Late Night Hour Edition, hosted by Mr. Modelo himself. You already know the name by now. You know what I'm saying? Wild Card Mark. You already know the vibe. Pull up, let's go.
We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's up? What's up? What's up? How's everybody doing today? Welcome to another episode of I.O.W. Sports Late Night Hour Edition. It is episode 324. You dig? And of course, I'm your host, Wildcard Mar. When you see my face, you see my partner's face. That's my boy, Jersey Boy MJ, aka Turtle today. So, hey man, how you doing, bro? How's everything?
I'll just say everything's good.
Everything is good. Everything is good. Air in your lungs. It's all good.
Take it how you want it. You know, everything's good.
Nah, I feel you.
It's always the general answer. I'm good.
Yeah. As you see the headline, yes. We're gonna talk some sports, man. Stanley Cup.
Real quick before I'm going to show you this off camera.
Yeah. Yeah. You told me that. You told me about that. That Iron Mike Tyson, that gelato. Yeah, I heard about. Yeah, you showed me that. That's dope.
Bro. Good.
Yeah. He said, yeah. No, I'm gonna have to check that out one day. But no, Stanley Cup play finals. Florida Panthers just got the dub. They're on the board 2-1 in the series. Get an OT goal to win the game 3-2. That just happened before we went on the air. So for all you hockey fans,
nice, an overtime walk.
Yeah, love a little overtime game, man. So that literally just happened like within the last 10 minutes or so before we got.
They needed that, man. After going down 2-0 and getting smacked around the way
they needed it. If they would have went down 3-0, you might as well go ahead and put that trophy and send it on to Las Vegas, man. Because down 3-0. Look, I know that Panthers came back against the the mighty Boston Bruins in round one. They were down 3-1 and knocked out the best team in hockey this year. And in the regular season.
I was right about Boston losing just to the wrong team. I said the Devils would knock them out.
Yeah, yeah, they ended up losing to
because
Florida.
I just picked Jersey because I knew they were in a in the playoffs.
Yeah. Jersey got knocked out by Carolina, and the crazy thing is Florida beat Carolina literally by a combined 4 goals. They won 4 straight 1-goal games, literally. So that's nuts. So it's crazy that Florida's even in this position, and it easily could have not been them in this position. So, but
kind of like the Miami Heat.
hey, it is what it is, right? So I, just wanted to mention that. Obviously, you see the headline. We'll talk some Lady Sooners, see where that dynasty stacks up against other big dynasties in sports history. And we've been talking about this thing for we mentioned it on the show for years. Been talking about the LIV and PGA situation, but it all came to head this week. Tuesday, the merger was announced. Yesterday, Rory McIlroy spoke to the media, and today, PGA Commissioner Jay Monahan opened his mouth, and MJ kind of alluded to some of the things he talked about last night. And it kind of plays into a point. We'll get to that in the conversation at some point in the show. Of course, Dalvin Cook is looking for a job. Man, J-O-B. Yeah, he's looking for a J-O-B. And it's crazy because MJ can tell you, we've had this conversation on the show, especially the Late Night Owl show with me and him, on the value of the running back position and how crazy the market is going with running backs. We'll get a little bit more in depth with that conversation for sure. But
better get yourself
we do that. I said, do what?
Better get yourself a job.
Better get yourself a J-O-B. But before we do that, I know what we got to do. We got to do that Jersey Boy MJ jersey reveal. So, my man MJ, let's get these clues and we're going to get to this reveal, my guy. So, what we got today?
Our clues is going to be a soccer jersey with no name, no number. What else did I say? Yesterday's show is a clue.
Okay, so you got to make sure you're watching it.
And Cristiano Ronaldo.
Okay, so CR7 is another clue. All right. Yep. All right, MJ, go ahead and give it to him, my guy. Let's get this jersey reveal because it's that point of the show where we get to Jersey MJ, the Jersey Boy MJ jersey reveal. So here's your clues, y'all. It's a soccer jersey, no name, no player. All right. And if you watched yesterday's show, we had talked about some things in relating to soccer. And so that's another clue. And Cristiano Ronaldo should be another clue. Give me a thumbs up when you're ready, MJ. Without further ado, the Jersey Boy MJ jersey reveal. What we rocking with? Oh, the Man U? Okay. I was gonna go. If you had a name or a number, I was gonna say maybe you got the Wayne Rooney joint. I think that's what you was alluding to a little bit. Okay.
It's funny. My boy MJ. Gave me this.
Oh, where?
He's my boy. He's the big soccer fan I about last night.
Shout out MJ.
Yeah. I get all my soccer info from him.
That's what's up, man.
I got into soccer.
Nah, hey, we love some sports. We talk some sport. We talk some soccer around here. MJ17. Man, it sucks that you missed the conversation about the impact that we think that Messi is going to bring to the MLS. I think it's going to be it's a big deal for MLS. It's a win-win situation for him. It's a win-win situation for MLS. MLS is it's a growing product. It is. It's getting more and more popular in the States. Obviously, it's not as big over here in the States as it is internationally. So it is kind of in reverse. So
kind of like what they're doing with football.
Yeah, big time. And then not only that, you seen, like we said, we seen Wayne Rooney come over to the MLS. We seen Thierry Henry come over. We seen David Beckham, Zlatan Ibrahimovic. You know, we seen some big names. Chicharito. We seen him do it. We seen big international names come over pretty much in the back end of the career, play a couple of years. They catch a check. And try to help advance the MLS. And so far, it's kind of been working. But for me, Messi is on another level. Messi's still 35. I know he's not a spring chicken, but he got probably 3-4 solid, damn good years left in him. And let's be honest about Messi's playing abilities. He's still one of the top players in the world. Like, let's not forget about that. You know what I'm saying? If you really don't think Messi is still one of the top players in the world, you're crazy. You need to go get your mind checked. Like, stop with the foolishness. So it's big for the MLS. He goes to Miami. That's a nice little market. I mean, come on. I mean, yeah, you big time. That's what it is. It's an economic move.
Yep.
It's a big economic move. That's why you make that move. You know. And I heard that he turned down big money to go to play for a Saudi league. I mean,
like I said, Messi don't need the money.
No, he don't.
He paid hundreds of millions of dollars already. Yeah. So,
and this is what's being reported too, that he can get a stake in the team after he retires. He's going to get a percentage of certain the Apple shares that comes with people viewing it, because MLS just got a Apple deal.
Okay.
And shares of something else, of the jersey sales or something like that. All of it's still in reports. They still haven't even finalized the whole full contract. But I mean,
to bring a name and a talent of his to the United States,
it's big.
It's big.
Yeah, it's damn big. It's damn big. Let's keep the show moving. Obviously, we just did the Jersey Boy MJ jersey reveal. Man, I didn't think you was gonna have any soccer jerseys in your arsenal, but here you go. Some of the Adidas deal. Yeah, thank you, Jay. Shout out to the big homie Double J, 613 Fate Productions.
What up, Jay?
Man Cave Sports Podcast, Sucker Ish. That's that man right there. Get familiar with the name Double J Jones. All right, that man's gonna take off like a skyrocket. I'm trying to tell you. 613 Faye, I.O.W, man down, man. We gonna take over this podcast game. Trust and believe. So y'all better get used to all these names. Turtle, Jersey Boy MJ, wherever he goes, Pops. Wild Card Mar, Detroit man, big homie Nick Shine.
My boy still calls me Turtle. Turtle been my nickname my whole life. My boy MJ still calls me that.
So get used to a lot of these names that we be throwing out, that we collab with. So, let's
change the name, but you can't change the face.
Hey, you can't. Let's get to this top play of the day, and it's going to lead into our first topic of the night. Hey, man,
robbery.
That's what it is.
World Series. Kaylee Harding, deep center field. Back goes Coleman to the wall, and she's got it and keeps it in the yard. The second rob job of the Champ Series for these two outfields.
Jada Coleman is so athletic. And you always see the shot of her catching it and bringing it in. How about the distance she had to cover to even get there? She's running full speed, jumps up to grab this, bring it back in. A payback from yesterday. Kaylee Mudge did this to Oklahoma.
I got you, she said. I got you.
Hey, man. Hey, that gives me chills, bro.
How did I know that was the top play without even knowing? Like, it's.
Hey, that's why we on the show together, bro. Hey, you gotta Hey, I don't care what you say, man. You gotta give these ladies they props, man. Do you understand in that situation? That's a 3-run home run that she just took away off the board, and the final score was 3-1.
3-1, yep.
Now I'm not saying that would have changed
So
the game, but
Florida
that
State was up
changed
1-0
the
too.
game. Yeah, they was up 1-0 when that happened. So not only was that a dope play, that was a clutch play.
That was a game changer.
Game changer. Thank you, MJ. Game changer. And that leads us into our first conversation.
I mean, College World Series.
I got so excited I almost played it again. But where does that put a team like this Oklahoma team in almost like dynasty talks? I mean, look at their resume. 3 straight national championships. They just broke a record for most games won consecutively with 53.
You had to go there.
I'm just saying.
You had to go there.
Hey, just in case y'all don't know, he's a big Arizona fan, and they broke some Arizona records. So I mean,
that's it. Lights are going out. We're done.
Hey, but come on, MJ. I know Arizona's your squad, and Arizona's they throwing out some dominant teams in softball history. Yes, I know. UCLA.
I'm just I can take. I love just joking around.
I mean, but
man, Mike Candelaria had a fucking program out there, and he retired a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But dude, their teams in the '90s into the 2000s were, I mean, they were up there with some of the best teams ever. You know. No, I haven't watched much sports lately. Home life has been real hectic,
real busy.
Yeah. Literally, I'll have time to watch some Yankees. That's about it. Everything else I gotta YouTube and go on different sites to catch up on shit.
Yeah. Shout out Italy Jet. What's up with you, Gino?
Gino?
You look at the John Wooden UCLA Bruins dominant. Now
that
was dominant. But I'm saying
but for women's this is impressive. What they're doing.
Yeah, it's already impressive for the women's, but I think we should at least take out the women or men's factor and just look at the dominance. 53 straight wins.
Oh no, I didn't mean to make it. No.
I didn't say you did, but I'm just saying why can't we put them in the conversation on a Patriots dynasty or hell? I mean they three-peated.
Here's the thing too, Lamar.
Yeah.
This might just be getting started.
True.
They reeled off 3 straight. If they're bringing in that type of prospects year in year out.
True.
And keep churning this thing.
It might not even be the end of it.
They could turn and win, let's say 5 or 6 or 6 of 8. You never know.
Hey, you got a point
with these kids nowadays. But it's something I'd like to see. You gotta be to be the champ. You gotta beat the champ.
Hey, I would like to see. I would like to see them. Get they just due because think about it. How many 3-peats that we seen? I got to shout out Mike T of 613 Faith Productions. He said we seen the Bulls do it twice, and we seen the Lakers do it. I mean, there's not a lot of other sports teams that you've seen 3-peat as a champion like that on a regular basis.
What? You forget, buddy?
Who?
You forget about 98, 99, 2000?
Well, Yankees? Okay. Thank you for reminding me, sir. But
the Yankees did it, many years ago too.
But that also proves my point. You're talking about 98, 99, 2000. And you're talking about the Lakers was 2000, 2001, 2002. Bulls was in the 90s, mid-90s. Since then, you ever seen no 3-peat? I got to give them that credit that they did something that we ain't seen in almost 30 plus years. Yeah, I mean, at least 20, 22, 20, 23 years. It's been a minute since we've seen a 3-peat. I'm going to give them that respect on that aspect for sure.
Yeah, team-wise, yeah.
So, I mean, it's to me, it's phenomenal. You see plays like that helps you get to a 3-peat. That's almost like icing on the cherry on top. You feel me?
a play like that gets your juices flowing.
Oh
man.
my God.
Especially if you're a fan and like you're watching, you see, you're out your seat when a play like
you
that.
watch that live, like that should bug you out. Like, oh my goodness. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, to me, a three-peat is damn near impressive to win 3 straight championships. That's I can understand you win 3 or 4, 3 or 5 or something like that. That's still impressive, but to win consecutively, because winning one is good. Repeating is already a tough task as it is. Now you done it 3 times in a row. Now you're saying, nah, I'm better than you, and ain't nothing you can do about it. And that's what they did all season. Like they were literally, my man WJ brought up the stats in the other show. They were scoring almost like 8 runs a game and only giving up 1.
Yeah, their pitching has been lights out the entire season.
Like MJ, like it's saying I'm going to outscore you, and you're not going to score that, and we're going to win 53 in a row, and 3rd straight national championship. That's impressive as shit, bro.
Yeah,
that's fucking impressive. Like you're not seeing men teams doing that type of dominance.
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying?
Not at all.
You're not seeing although
you might
like that on the regular though.
You might see it next season in college football. You never know. Georgia could be going for that 3-peat. Correct.
Hey, I can't lie. If they 3-peat, you gotta have to look at Kirby Smart as in like almost being the big dog of college football. Because Nick never 3-peated.
No, he just won a lot.
He won a lot, yes. But I'm saying you get a 3-peat from Georgia? Oh my goodness. The state of Georgia is going to be backing up the Brinks truck to Kirby Smart's door. How much you want, man? You talking about he gets a 3rd one in a row?
See how it looks going into next season, but I would have to imagine that they're gonna be one of the top teams again.
Oh yeah, they will. They recruit well. They recruit well every year. They're at that point in the stage where him and Nick Saban are literally retooling. You're not rebuilding; they're retooling.
Yep.
That's what they do.
What may look like a down year for Alabama is their
best year. No, you're right. You're right. Let's keep this train moving. And like I said earlier, we said we talked about earlier this week, and we talked about previous shows for the last 2 years of this live PGA beef. The merger happened on Tuesday. Rory McIlroy said his piece yesterday, and today
I hate live. I hate it.
Yeah, he said it. He said I hate it. PGA Commissioner Jay Monahan finally opened his mouth today, and we're gonna play Jay's comment. It's about a minute and a half piece, and then I'm gonna let MJ have the floor because he had some strong opinions about it last night, and I definitely want to hear your reaction about Jay and what he has to say first. Let's take a look.
Jay, the 9/11 Families United made a strong statement yesterday. They said you co-opted the 9/11 community in taking a moral stance against LIV. How would you respond to that group?
Well, I read Terry's comments. I obviously acknowledge her loss and completely understand her position. And to the question that you were just asking, I think about the fact that I allowed confidentiality to prevail here. And in allowing confidentiality to prevail, I did not communicate to very important constituents, including the families of 9/11. And I regret that. I really do. But as we sit here today, I think I think it's important to reiterate that I feel like the move that we've made and how we move forward is in the best interest of our sport. We've eliminated those fractures. But for any difficulties I've caused on that front, again, I have to own that as well, and that comes back to communication.
Stage is yours, MJ. It's all you, man.
1 sec. Let me get this going. I'm not even going to address him by his name. He's a fucking snake. You're a fucking weasel. He didn't think about anything. He let confidentiality get the best of him. What do you think? He was gonna fucking work this deal under the rug and nobody was gonna find out? Or you just gonna have Saudi Arabia launder their money over here and fund while you give them the sponsorships they're looking for? I don't. This dude might sincerely be regretful, but you fucked up. You might have maybe. I don't know if this is gonna do good for his sport because he really pissed off a lot of golfers, a lot of top names, And I'm not saying that Tiger Woods needed to be included in this conversation, but Tiger Woods found out, randomly through social media about this deal going down, and that was the face of your sport, for the last 30 years.
For years.
Damn near almost 30 years he's been around. Came up in 95 or so, 95, 96.
Mm-hmm.
But he revolutionized and completely changed your sport to get it to where it is now. All that money that was made between 96 and we'll go 2012, when he really had his run of all those majors. Yeah, who you think was carrying your ass? Any tournament that man entered, that crowd was there, and they were there to see Tiger. Tiger has had your back as much as you've had his. With all the things that he's been through in his life. From painkillers to cheating scandals to the NBA now with the new ex-girlfriend, shit like that. Flipping the car, almost killing himself. You could go on with mistakes Tiger made, but he is also human. And I also understand the commissioner is human. But to turn around and fucking spit, and that's what he did. He spit in the faces of all the 9/11 victims that he, promised that he would never do anything. When he made it, remember his first press conference? What he was saying?
Mm-hmm.
He would never, do deals with them. I respect, the victims too much. Yeah, well, how come this time around it changed? What changed your mind? Was it money? Just come out and say it. Don't beat around the bush and give us this, it's for progress of the sport. No, progress of the sport isn't pissing off, probably 85% of people on the PGA Tour, if not more. Which is why they're on the PGA Tour, not the LIV Tour. So all those dudes that jump ship to make a fucking buck with the LIV Tour, now they're coming back, to associate with the PGA again.
Yeah, we don't know all the details, but I will say this: we talked about the money aspect of it and how deep the Saudi pockets are. They're $600 billion deep. All right. They may at some point, and I'm just speculating. At some point, they're still going to fund all this whole adventure, and there'll probably be the majority stake in this venture. And Monahan, unfortunately, he ain't going nowhere because he wouldn't have done this deal if he didn't have his position in this new adventure in concrete.
Correct.
That's why he didn't tell none of the players, because he knew he was about to snake him. He knew he was.
He knew what he was doing. I didn't like that. That's why I said, like, I don't want to hear that shit that, you know, now you're sorry you didn't think about them. Bullshit. Bullshit. Because that's been your stance the entire time.
He knew he was about to snake him.
Absolutely. That's why I said he's a fucking snake.
That's why I wanted you to go first. I wanted to let you go ahead and get some steam off, my boy.
Bro, because you know, 9/11, like we touched on last night, where you lived, I truly believe where you lived was a different impact on your life.
It does.
Okay.
And that's why he's a snake for co-opting that situation with the families of 9/11. And that was his sticking point on why he was so against Liv.
Yep.
That was his sticking point. You said it last night. You said if this is your sticking point and you take the money, that makes you a coward. And you did exactly that.
Yep. You know,
and you saw his response. He couldn't have nothing to say. MJ, he had nothing to say.
Yeah, nothing. You know, and here's the thing. I grew up 45 minutes south of New York City. I could tell you exactly where I was that day, when it was, who I was with. Like, I remember everything to the fucking T of what went down. But the saddest part is knowing somebody personally that lost their life, that worked in the Twin Towers.
Yeah.
You know, so that hits more home than it does like somebody, let's say, that lives out in like North Dakota.
Yo, dude gonna get death threats. I hate to say it, but he's gonna get death threats.
I tell you what, Lamar. There's
gonna be a lot of people really pissed the hell off at homeboy. Like, I hate to say it, and I hope it doesn't get to that point. But I mean, it's you hate to see, you know, like I said, you don't co-opt those people's feelings and thoughts and use that as a reason not to do business with them, and then you turn around and do business with them. You take their money. You take their money. You know, you can't do that because you didn't make it just about sports or business. You made it about personal stuff.
Yep.
You made it about personal stuff.
That's when my boy wrote, you know, R.I.P. Chris. You know, that was the guy's name that passed. You know? Like
you, and this is why this is trash on Jay Monahan's part because of that. He used personal people's feelings as a reason to not take their money in the beginning, and you turned around and ate crow and took their money. It makes you a snake.
Yep.
It makes you janky as hell.
How could you say that you made a mistake and didn't think about them?
He didn't. He consulted nobody. He did this deal on his own, went rogue, made sure his position was in concrete so that he couldn't be, you know, excluded out the deal, not benefit from it, and make sure that his position was locked in concrete, and his bank account is going to get locked in too. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. He about to get paid too. He saw $600 billion worth of money coming back and Liv is like, ooh, I need some of that too. Come on, this is what this is about. We said it last night. We said it when we heard the merger on Tuesday. It's always going to come down to the money. That morality shit went way out the window the moment he was like, well, deal can be done and I can have a position and I can get paid this. Yeah, I'll go play the snake. Here, come on. Let me slither onto this contract and sign it. Let's call it what it is. That's what that is.
You know, and it's funny, you know, he actually admitted that he didn't talk to certain constituents, you know, close constituents of his. He did not consult. Tells you right there, you know.
Yeah. Those people got a right to feel that way, man.
Because he knew if he mentioned this shit to anybody,
they got nixed. They got nixed. They wouldn't even let him. They wouldn't even let him finish pitching it. They'd be like, "No, bro, what are you talking about?"
There would be serious consequences and serious issues if people knew about this.
Hey, dude, he crossed some real lines when it comes to, when it comes to just being a human being. He crossed some real serious lines. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I hate to say it, but there's gonna be some people like not too happy with this with homeboy. But he did it for personal gain. I don't care how you slice up or dice it up. He did all that for personal gain. And his excuse is it'll take away the strife from the game and it'll advance the game. How?
I could see this going backwards on him. I really could.
Well, it goes back to our conversation yesterday. When if the reports are saying Liv is in bad shape, they're not doing so good. Okay, so what? They had the finances to keep going. They weren't going to go away. Rory McIlroy even admitted to it. He knew they weren't going to go away. So you either compete with them, worry about your game, try to make your money. I mean, PGA's been around for forever. So you run away from competition now because for the last few months in a year you got a competitor who won't go away because they got the pockets to stay with you.
Let me twist this one for you. Let me throw this one back at you.
Mm-hmm.
This just came to my mind as you were talking, like I was thinking about this. What if he did this because he knew Tiger Woods was at the end of his run and he was no longer going to have that viewership when Tiger plays, whether it's TV or in person?
That might be a case because you do remember Liv threw some money at Tiger, some big money,
900 million,
some big money at Tiger,
like 750, some crazy number. It was high up there. But maybe he knows that the PGA is taking a dip since Tiger is, basically taking a dip.
Well, and not just that. And this is one thing I remind a lot of people is Liv took a lot of top golfers from PGA.
Dustin Johnson, Brooks Koepka, Bryson DeChambeau, Sergio Garcia.
A well-known name in Phil Mickelson.
Yep. I mean, he was off the PGA Tour anyway, basically. He was because of age. But big name.
He's not drawing ratings to PGA. He's drawing ratings to Liv.
Yeah.
So, my thing is at the end of the day, you got competition, and you can. I know people are going to have their opinions on the funding part, and I get that part. But at the end of the day, it's always about money. They're always going to make it about the money. And if you're looking at Liv, they're giving you opportunity to make money, and be the reverse of PGA, because PGA you get paid on how well you doing when you play the game. Liv is just trying to pay you to be at the game.
Yep.
Like they still offer.
You want to play golf?
Yeah, they still offer you money to win. For bonus money, but you're pretty much paid to appear. That's it.
Yep.
Now, look, PGA, you don't like that route because you guys been doing it for so long your way, and this is a different outlook or on the game of golf. You were scared of competition. Let's call it what it is. So you snake the people, a lot of people who you use as your talking points and bases not to do business with them, and you pretty much spit in their face. Come on, bro. Now that's some sucker shit for real.
Bro, and that should stay sucker shit for a couple weeks in a row.
Yeah,
motherfucker.
Oh, matter of fact, Jay hit me up with a clip real quick. He said he got a guy that put the merger together. Let me see if I can get this up. All right. Let's take a listen to this.
And let's be specific. Okay, on 9/11. All right. Every day, the first thing I think about is that several times during the day, I think about it. And the last thing I think about at night is that. That has not changed since that day. And I'm not alone in that. I would guarantee that every one of those family members has that same condition. And it is just a reality of how unbelievably sad and awful that day was. So I understand that. And I am quite certain, and I have had conversations with a lot of very knowledgeable people, that the people I'm dealing with had nothing to do with it. And if someone can find someone that unequivocally was involved with it, I'll kill him myself. We don't have to wait around. But the reality of it is that we need to come together as a people. Even our country, we have too much divisiveness. And at some point in time, whether it's our view of the Japanese or our view of the Germans, there is a point in time where you have to say, let's try to get to know one another. Let's try to understand.
What do you say to that, MJ? And that is
let him talk that talk to me. Say that to me.
That is Jimmy Dunn, independent director of the PGA Tour Policy Board. But he did say at one point that the people he know had anything to do and involved with the deal, that they didn't, or he said that if he knew about it, he would off him off to himself. I'm not saying that word because you're not gonna get us banned, Jimmy. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's
talking that gangster shit.
He is, but it sounds like is like I was saying. It sounds like Jay Monahan went rogue on this. That's what I took from that. That's what I gathered on that. So that might have been the part that that kind of puts that seal of approval that he pretty much did a huge point to position himself to be in a win-win situation, couldn't lose anything and gain the most from all this and damn everything else. So that's what I got from that. That just confirmed it for me. So I mean,
yeah.
Anyway,
yep.
Let's move on to Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook getting released. He is looking for a job, y'all. Looking for a job. The Minnesota.
Excuse me. He's looking for a what?
J-O-B. Looking for a job.
You better get yourself a job.
Better get yourself a J-O-B. But no, man. So Dalvin Cook, man. I mean, how do you feel about it, MJ? I mean,
bro, he's a difference maker.
Mm-hmm.
You put him on the right team, right system. Definitely a difference maker. He could go and disappear on a team and put up good numbers.
Mm.
You put him on a contending team, that might tilt the scale a little bit.
Yeah.
In favor of that team a little bit. Miami, I tell you what, if Miami picks him up, look out.
Yeah, that's tough.
I know Denver's hot after him. So I wouldn't want to go to Denver if I was him.
They're feeling real confident about themselves. Them different players. I saw Garrett Bowles chirping on social media today, talking about all the naysayers, the doubters. They're gonna be eating crow. Hey, gotta prove it.
Yeah, he's got to say that.
And of course,
he can't turn around and say like, oh yeah, we're a bunch of fucking scrubs. Don't worry about us. We're gonna be terrible again.
Yeah, you don't want to have not act like you ain't got no faith in your squad. So yeah.
Yep. See what happens though. They might be tough. it all depends on Russ. What kind of Russ are you gonna get? Because you got Sean Payton there now, so you got no excuses.
Yeah. Well, here's my thing. I get the Sean Payton factor that a lot of people are, putting into the aspect that, Sean Payton's there. You got a capable coach, and I get that point. I get that wholeheartedly. My thing is we also got to be real what we saw with Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
And
athletic wise,
Russell has some good plays, but then he has some, oh my gosh, is this Russell Wilson plays? And you're like,
fuck are you doing type plays? Like, bro.
Yeah. And you add on to the fact all the money that was given to him and the capital that you gave up trade wise in the draft to get him, and then you look at all the reports coming out that he's being a prima donna, and now it's been like that since he was in Seattle, and the play just didn't help. None of that. It's like a big avalanche of just bad publicity for Russell.
The dude has like his own office or his own like private.
Yeah, private something. That's what I heard.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's crazy. Like you're supposed to be the leader of the team. People are supposed to look at him, for to be your captain. And you ain't trying to, and you're having like your own private office and not having a bond with your boys.
There it is.
You know what I mean? Like how can we develop a good relationship if you on the outside chilling in your fucking office area while the rest of us are out here? That's not a good look.
You hit it right on the head, MJ.
I wouldn't trust a motherfucker either. Like, all right, like you ain't want nothing to do with us? All right, fuck you.
There it is.
Now you want to talk to us? Nah, man, fuck out of here.
There it is. I think you hit it right on the head, my brother. That's the thing. How can I sit here and convey that this is a team, because this is a team sport, and a quarterback. And here's the thing: a quarterback is so reliant on everybody else. They're relying on a good defense to not let the opposing team score as much as I do. They're relying on wide receivers to make sure that they're running the right routes and they're catching the footballs when I throw it to them. I'm relying on offensive linemen and running backs to protect me and keep me upright. And so when you're so reliant on everybody else on the team as a quarterback, and you're purposely separating yourself from them, how do you expect these dudes to go to war for you, go to bat for you, throw their body on the line for you? How do you expect them to do that?
It's like you making all that money,
crazy money. You're the highest paid dude on the squad,
and you're letting it be known, like, I got my own shit. What are you gonna do about it? I'm just here to be the quarterback. I don't need to be,
Sean Payton.
I don't need to be buddy with you.
Mark my words, y'all. I know a lot of people are talking about Sean Payton coming to Denver is going to change it. Okay, but Sean Payton, do you understand what he's dealing with? He has to culture change.
Yeah, 100%.
So here's my thing. If Sean Payton caves into this separation of Russell Wilson from the rest of the team that's being reported, I'm the prima donna, I'm the quarterback, highly paid. If he's buying into this and caving into it, you're going to get the same result from the Broncos.
I don't see Sean Payton being that type of coach, though.
I don't either, but I didn't see Pete Carroll at that point neither. But obviously, according to reports of people who were in the locker room, Russell was catered to, babied.
Yep.
And so, and it sounds like that continued to Denver under Fangio. Under
took it right with him.
I mean, under Hackett. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Nathaniel Hackett. Yep.
So if that's the case, you're going to have to literally undo a whole culture of last year and then build your culture. That don't happen in 1 year.
Nope, not at all.
Don't get me wrong. I like what's going on with Trevor Lawrence. I'm glad he got away from oh boy, Urban Meyer.
Yep.
So now what was it? 2 years under Doug Peterson now?
Yes. This was Doug Peterson's
that was his second year, wasn't it? I believe so. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I believe that was Doug Peterson's second year.
No, I believe this was his first.
Oh, was it? Yeah, because Trevor
Lawrence's
Lawrence's rookie year was with Urban Meyer. And that was a train wreck. Oh my goodness. So yeah, that was you're right. So
right,
this
is Trevor Lawrence's third year.
Yeah, it's about to be his third year. It's about to be his second year with Doug. Okay.
Yep.
So that kills my point. But my main point overall.
Sorry to shit on your parade there.
I know. No, I shit it on my own parade. But my main point overall is the fact of the matter is you're not always going to be able to have so much success off bat changing a whole complete culture change. Like that takes time. Yes, you're going to have some success, but you're still going to have some downfalls, is because you got to create new habits, new thought processes, and people don't adapt to change that easy like that. Not everybody is so quick to be so, open to change. So I know people. I love Sean Payton as a coach. I think he's a great offensive coach. What he was doing down in New Orleans changed the franchise. I mean, we remember the Aints walking in with the grocery bags on your face. Just cut your holes for your eyes so you can see. Make sure you don't fall down the stairs. You might cut a little slit. Make sure your breathing is right.
Oh yeah, they had a lot of down years.
Yeah, we remember y'all walking in that damn Superdome with the bags on your head. Yeah, we remember that.
You had Dalton Hilliard as running back, Craig Hayward as running back. Who was the quarterback there?
I mean, you talking about?
Yeah, they were nothing.
Yeah, Sean Payton turned around that franchise, got you a Super Bowl, kept you in the conversation quite often of being at least a Super Bowl contending team. So him and Drew Brees,
that's a team I would have bet that would have won at least two with him and Brees.
Yeah, they came up short a couple of times, but they had they was in the conversation. Sometimes it's just fall where they may, but you at least got one.
Archie.
Yeah, Archie Manning was there. That's what brought the Manning boys to Louisiana.
Reggie Bush.
Yeah, Reggie Bush. Aaron Brooks.
Joe Horn.
Yeah, Joe Horn. Yeah, Joe Horn blew up. Joe Horn started in Kansas City, then he blew up. He blew up big in New Orleans. I remember when he did the celebration, put the cell phone under the goalpost.
Oh yeah,
yeah, that's pretty dope. Yep, Jim Everett. Yeah, I mean, you go down the list, but at the end of the day, that's going to be some time to change that culture in Denver. And Denver, I mean.
He ain't Santa Claus, bro. He ain't a fucking miracle worker.
No, let's be honest. Denver hasn't been doing well in the AFC West the last few years.
Nope. And it's as long as you got Kansas City doing what they're doing,
7 straight.
You're playing second fiddle.
7 straight crowns. Just
you're second fiddle, and there's no reason to believe that right now you could unseat them. So like I said, this ain't gonna be overnight. It ain't gonna be 1 year wonder.
No. If
this is gonna work, this is a 2-3 year process.
And the Chargers made the playoffs last year. And they're I think they're gonna be possibly get better.
Drafted a wide receiver in the first round, if I'm not mistaken.
Quentin Jefferson.
Yep, I guess that's his name. Yeah,
Quentin Johnson, TCU. I think that's him. Yeah.
Give him another weapon. If you have a healthy Keenan Allen and Mike Williams.
Oh, that's a big if. Oh my gosh, it's such a big if.
That's the thing.
Such a big if. That's such a big if. But
the talent of them too.
Yeah.
And they can't stay on the field together. It's just so it's like you're wasting good. Like, don't waste good.
I know. I think Nick earlier said that Dalvin Cook would be a good spot in Denver because you look at Javonte Williams coming back from injury. He also said the Jets because Breece Hall's coming back from an injury.
I'm tired of hearing about the fucking Jets. Jets are in on everybody. You get Dalvin Cook. What are you gonna do with Breece Hall?
Hey, MJ said he said I'm tired of hearing about the Jets.
Bro, because any fucking player that is out there on the market is linked to the Jets somehow.
Oh, gotta get him.
Jets getting them. Jets getting them. Did you hear? Like, come on, man. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Leave it alone. Like, y'all ain't even the best in your division, and you're fucking running around,
Hey, you better
we got Aaron Rodgers, Super Bowl.
Better not let Dalvin Cook go to Miami. It's just so weird because we talked about it because even when we brought up the Saquon Barkley contract situation and he get paid
and Dallas Jay.
I actually don't think Dallas is a bad spot. I'm looking at Dalvin Cook's last 4 years. He's hitting 1K, and has he missed some time? Yes, but he's hitting 1K in the last 4 years, 4 straight. It's not a lot of running backs doing that in the league like that anymore.
I had him in fantasy last year.
Actually,
I had him and Chubb. They were my 2 backs.
Jay says Chicago Bears. It's actually not a bad joint. Nice young squad that they've got building in Chicago, but I don't know. If you wanted to stick it to Minnesota 2 times a year, then yeah. You see it all the time. People sign with division rivals all the time. Frank Clark just signed
why not go to Detroit?
Yeah, Frank Clark just signed with Denver Broncos today. Played in Kansas City, won 2 Super Bowls, played 4 years, then got paid almost $78 million over the last 4 years. And, you can say that his playoff runs have been good for Kansas City, but his regular season contribution is meh. But still, he goes to division rival. It happens all the time.
He performs on the big stage.
So,
right.
Look.
You remember? He performs on a big stage. Yeah, but did you win? And what are we talking about?
Okay. But it's just if I'm Dalvin Cook, obviously, he's going to have to, the way that the NFL values running backs, he's going to have his own identity, as in, does he want to win championships or does he want to get money? Because there's still going to be a team out there that's going to give him probably the most that he can possibly get. Because, like I said, they don't value the running back position like that no more anyway. I saw Robert Griffin III tweet something that, these running backs are getting hosed. Yeah, you're welcome. Me and MJ have been talking about the running backs getting hosed in the NFL for months now. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Cut the check.
Welcome to the fucking party.
Once I saw Austin Eckler, he goes back to the Chargers on pretty much hey man, here's $2 million for this year and just shut up and we'll probably just let you do your own thing next year if we don't win this year. That pretty much what that.
Here's your incentive money. Here's your bonus money.
That's pretty much what that was that I saw. And he's a damn good running back. Obviously, you see, Saquon Barkley is looking for a contract. They offered him the franchise tag. He hasn't signed it yet, but because he wants a long-term deal, and I don't blame him. And I said this once on the show. I had to apologize to Le'Veon Bell. I thought he was crazy for sitting out that year, but he was so ahead of his curve and seeing that the NFL does not value the running backs financially, and he was looking to make sure that you pay me for everything that you asked me to do. You asked me to be your second best receiver on the team. He did that. You asked me to be your best rusher on the team. I did that. I pass block. I do this. I do that. Pay me for all this that I do. And he tried to change the value on how these owners see the running back. He was unsuccessful at it, and you see it getting worse. Austin Eckler is going to get hosed. Saquon Barkley is at the end is going to get hosed. Because they are not going to pay these running backs their top value, because you see these teams that keep doing this, three-headed running back committee shit. And you see there's no such thing as a, three-down back running back for the most part anymore. Derrick Henry does somewhat of it, but at some point he's going to have to, his value is going to start going down.
Yep.
I mean, he's the closer you get to 30, especially in running back age. Oh yeah, you're pretty much old yeller by that time.
I mean, but Derrick Henry might be the Emmitt Smith type.
Yeah, but okay. I'll say this: Emmitt Smith had a hell of a offensive line for so many years. He wasn't really getting hit like that.
But what I'm saying, like a long career, like the type of player to keep himself in shape to have a longer career.
True.
I could see Derrick Henry. I mean, he's not going to be your number one. I'm not
taking away from Emmitt Smith. Emmitt Smith is a great running back.
Fuck him.
I knew you would say that, giant boy.
yeah, fuck him. But no, I can see Derrick Henry having, since he keeps himself in such good shape.
He does.
I can see him having, a longer career rather than, the 4 to 6 window.
He can't have no more foot injuries. I'll tell you that.
Why you need your foot? Big.
He's
you need
too
your foot in football?
big. Well, I'm just saying, MJ, he's too big to have foot injuries.
He got another one. He's got another foot.
Hey, okay. Hey, them foot injuries pile up, man.
Dude, amputate that shit and put a robotic one on there and get going.
Hey, man. Hey.
Guillotine that shit right off. Put a fucking
go on. Dion had to get some toes cut off, and had to get some of his pretty much calf taken off. Man, hey, them old feet injuries and stuff gonna hurt, man. I'm telling you, man. Hey, but
guillotine that shit off. Boop. Throw fucking metal one on. And I only want him to miss like a week or two.
Yeah.
He better be back by like week 3.
Like, but on some real, I don't know where the best landing spot is for Dalvin. My only advice for Dalvin is just because of your position. I say go to the joint that's going to pay you the most. Honestly, that's just where I'm at on how the NFL views the running back position. They're going to ask you to do just about everything. Hey, pass block, pass catch, still run the ball, do this, do that, chip. Let's get a chip block on J.J. Watt.
But
or T.J. Watt.
He could go to a team like Miami and get paid pretty decent because Miami, I believe, is still under the cap. So he might be able to get a decent pay from them while playing for a contender.
True.
You put him with Jalen Waddle. You put him with
Tyreek. Yep.
On the other side, yep. And if you have a healthy Tua, because when Tua was healthy last year,
you're right. We said it. He was something different.
He was pretty solid.
He was.
You can't take that away from him. So but head injuries are hard to shake. I wish the man the best of luck, and I hope I don't see him lights out because he's one hit away from dying.
Yeah. No, that's and that's the crazy thing about his situation is, man, is your overall health and past the game of football. But hey, man, we gonna shut the door on this joint right here, and y'all know what it is, man. Last show of the week. Y'all make sure y'all tap in with us every Monday through Thursday, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. around 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, depending on, other situations that might cause me to run a little bit late. But we usually start around 11-ish.
11-ish.
Yeah, that's
Give
what we're
or
going to
take.
start. 11-ish Eastern Standard Time. That's just what it is. I.O.W. Sports Network. You see all the social medias on the bottom. Facebook, Instagram, and most importantly, the YouTube channel. Like, share, subscribe. Hit that bell notification. Spread the word what we got going on. I.O.W. Sports 1 on Twitter. Shout out to Let's Talk Sports. We simulcast over there. The Late Night Owl Show. Shout out to Double J, G Money, Mike T, 613 Faye Productions, D-Man K Sports Podcast. Shout out to the Man Down Sports Podcast over there on YouTube. Check out all their content. And hey, KC Wildcard Mar on the Twitter, Wildcard Mar on the Facebook and the Instagram, and Jersey Boy MJ. Tell them where they can find you on Twitter, my guy.
Catch me at Jersey Boy MJ, Jersey with a Z.
You dig?
You
and
dig? You heard?
Y'all come back Monday for episode 325. Enjoy y'all weekend. Be safe, and y'all make sure y'all come back to talk some more sports with the Wildcard Mar and my boy M. Jeezy. Peace and love, y'all.
Silent Hill TD, yes. Hitchhikers.